guys, it's Dan Roche, and my voice is still gone because I went to another concert like right after I recorded my last video. I went to another Why Don't We concert, and I got Limelight this time, and I still have my bracelet on because it's hard to take off, and you can shower in it, and I'm just like still, you know, reliving the day. So I went with my friends Sarah and Danielle, which I met them through the Pretty Much fandom because I went to a couple shows with them too, where I had seen them but I didn't know them, and then I had finally met them like officially. So yeah, and the concert was at a fair, but it was free, so it was just like paid to get into the fair, which was like $9, and I was like, bro, what? Turn up. And or this way, because you know the other way means F you in other places. But yeah, so but then we had bought tickets for Limelight, which were $200, which wasn't bad because like the whole Limelight experience is honestly a good idea because like it gives you time to like sit there and talk to them and like just get to know them. Like it's just a good idea. Like I didn't get Limelight last time, but I had the Limelight experience from the date that I had from like a previous videos before, and I wanted to have the actual Limelight experience, which was basically the same thing, but like it was just like it's cool that they actually do something like that, which pretty much needs to get on it. But every time I see Corbin, he just never looks real. He's just like I don't know. He just never seems real, and I'm like every time I see him, just like, you are in front of me and you're beautiful. And like I'm a whole Corbin girl, but after last time and after this time, Jonah has stolen me and I'm a Jonah girl now, and it's just like, why did I swerve so hard? But yeah, so we had on these like cute little flamingo glasses, and everyone knows that I'm like obsessed with flamingos, so yes, I had them. My friend Danielle bought them for us, just to be silly, and she knows that I love flamingos, so that was funny. And so Corbin walks in, Daniel walks in. Daniel is my whole bestie. Like I love that man so much. He's just so funny. And then Jonah walks in, and I'm just like, boy, you are fine. But Jack is the first one who actually walked in, and he just walked in all nonchalant and just came over and sat by us, and I'm like, what's up, Jack? He's just so nonchalant, and it was just so cute. And then Zach walks in. I didn't really get to talk to him again this time because like it was like everyone was just like swarmed at Zach, and I was like, you know what, I'll just stay back. So I went up to Corbin, got our pictures. Our pictures always turn out blurry, so these pictures aren't the best, but it's just like they would have been cute if the flash or the glare from the window was not in it. It's just irritating. But then me and Jonah took some pictures, and we tried to like get the best lighting, and he is just so cute. I'm like, do you remember me? He was like, yeah. He was like, wait, what's your name again? I'm like, Diana. He was like, Diana. He's like, no, I definitely remember you. And then he was like, how have you been? And he's like, and all this other stuff. I was like, well, I just came back from California. He was like, oh, what were you doing out there? And he's like, oh, where'd you go? And I was like, Buena Park, Hollywood, Santa Monica, Venice. And he was like, oh, really? He was like, what was out there? And I was like, oh yeah, I went to Knott's Berry Farm with Pretty Much. And he was like, oh really? I was like, yeah. And so he asked me how that went and stuff. And then we went to take a picture, and like his arms was on my shoulder, but then it just moved down to my waist, and I'm like, okay, hey, I ain't gonna tell you to move it. And then so I went over to Daniel, and I'm like, Daniel, I was like, do you remember me? He was like, wait, which show? And I'm like, the Columbus show. He's like, no, I definitely remember you. He was like, your hair was different. He was like, it was like down and poofy. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. And he's like, I'm digging the braids. And I'm like, thanks. And it just made me feel so good that he like actually remembered me, and Jonah remembered me. I was like, And then I took some pictures with Daniel. Then I had to retake my pictures with Daniel and Jonah. And me and Jonah always have like a hugging picture. So we had to take another hugging picture. And they turned out like really cute. And then me and Daniel took a hugging picture. And then we took some cute pictures. That's my whole bestie. Like, I love him. And people were like shipping me and Daniel. I'm like, Z would beat my tail. Like, that is her man's. And And yeah, so I was telling him, I was like, oh yeah, can you follow her on or not Instagram? Can you follow her on Twitter? And he was like, yeah. Telling him what to type in, and he goes, sick name. He was like, oh wait, I remember her. When I tell you, I was like, really? He was like, yes. He was like, and he was like, sick layout. And I was like, and he was just so happy. And I'm like, Z is about to flip. Like, she's about to flip. And so we go and take, after Limelight was over, it was like 30 minutes or so. It was around there. But I guess the way it's supposed to go, like you have Limelight at the beginning and then after. So I guess Limelight is really worth it for you because you get it at the beginning and after, which didn't know that. But yeah, but we didn't get it after for this show. And to take a meet and greet picture. So me, Danielle, and Sarah, we took our meet because they were going to do it individually, but we took 3 of them together. So we took a smiling one, then we took a prom one and jump. Okay, so I have a video and of us just going down the line and okay, I want to get in between here.
Okay, here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, next one. Prom pit. Okay, ready? 1.
See that? Like, I don't know if you saw it. Like, okay, so when we went to go do the prom one, Jonah just, like, he still has his arm on my shoulder, but then his other hand just moves straight to my waist, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, straight there. Like, I was like, oh, I ain't going, hey. And so it was cute, and then the goofy one was cute, and I just can't wait to see what they look like after. And then we waited for a little bit, and we waited for the concert. And listen, I almost had to fight someone's mom because we went and got water and ate and waited until the concert because like it was like 4 something, and the concert wasn't until 7. So we just waited and chilled. And then the girls that I had met from the last show, which here they are, I love them. Noelle and Ella, love them so much. And also Katie. And they had saved us spots, but people were just like, no, there's no way. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm looking for them before we just figured out we weren't going to go all the way up there because they were in the pit, and it's just the way that it worked. They just let general admissions in, which I guess, but usually it's for Limelights and VIP, but you know, whatever. This lady has an umbrella and she's blocking. She's like, it's full. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, I'm not trying to sit here. Definitely don't want to be in the back. Like, I'm not trying to sit here. And so I stand up on the seat because I'm looking for my friends. So I'm standing up on the seat, and she's like, that's my seat. You're going to have to move. I was like, I'm looking for somebody. I'll move in a second. But I just got down because I was really about to slap her across her face. Like, she was rude for no reason. Like, everyone else was being nice. But why do you have to sit here and be rude just because you're a parent? Like, I'm a whole adult. That doesn't mean I'm not going to sit here and beat your ass. Like, I don't care. Even this girl in Limelight was about to get it because she pushed me out of the way, but then said, excuse me, to someone else. Like, is it because I'm black? Like, I am so nice, but like, if I'm provoked, I'm definitely going to sit here and defend myself. Like, I'll let things roll off. But that was just low-key disrespectful, the way that lady was talking to me and the way that girl pushed me out of the way. Like, she, like, showed her. Excuse me, what are you doing? Don't put your hands on me. Because if I put my hands on you, then you're going to be mad. Exactly. And then we got in the row in front of that lady. And she was salty because, like, we were talking to the girls. And she was like, oh, yeah, well, if you go behind here, there's more room behind here and all this other stuff. I said, no, I'm not going back there because that lady almost got slapped. And the lady was right there behind me. And I turned around and I looked at her because she was looking at me. And I'm like, is there a problem? She ain't saying nothing. And then this girl, I think her name was Lauren. She was like, oh, yeah, you can follow us. You can come sit up here with us. So that lady was definitely mad because we got in a row ahead of her. And she was just, a little bit upset. It's all good, though. And so she was like, yeah, no, you let us through. And because I recognize who you are. And I'm like, me? Like, people know who I am? That is one thing that blew my mind. Like, I'm in a whole different state. I'm from Ohio. And I was in Indianapolis. I mean, it's not that far apart, but, like, people know who I am. Even people in different, like, countries know who I am. And I'm just like, freaking out. What the heck? So, sit up there with them. We were pretty close, which, I mean, it was close enough. Like, I mean, last time I got barricade, but I mean, I liked where I was sitting. I mean, everyone was so nice. And I met this girl named Amina. She was so sweet. She was funny as hell, too. And Jonah was looking at me a couple parts, you know, just trying to snatch me up. And talk. Y'all know I love that song so much. Like, that song gets me every time, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs because I was like, yes, this is my song. So then we after the concert, they performed very well. Like, it was so good. They were so happy. And I'm waiting for that picture that Zach, their photographer, took. I'm waiting for that. But they so we went and walked around the fair for a little bit, because I mean, they might have walked around and all that, but as soon as we left, they were walking around the park, and I was just like, okay. But it's fine. I mean, I had my time, and it was honestly like really fun, and I would definitely do Limelight again. Like, it's worth it. It's honestly definitely worth it. And the concerts are worth it. No matter, like, concerts are always worth it. You get a whole new experience. You get to see your faves live and all that. So I mean, like, it's definitely a good idea. But I 110% recommend Limelight just at least once or something, like, because it's just a good experience to have. Like, it's worth it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my story time. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but at least they remembered me, and that's one thing I'm very happy about. But like, Jonah was definitely like, sip. But yeah, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down something below that, like, I don't know, if you enjoy the new songs, or if you've seen them live, or if you've met them, like, just let me know. And make sure you subscribe, because like, you're here already, so why not? But yes, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Like, I've made it to 400 subscribers. I'm on my way to 500. That is my goal. So if you can share these videos with anyone you know that would be interested in watching my story times, or who's into boy bands or into crazy stuff, I don't know. But yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Take you far away.